Hey everyone, I'm Anthony O'Neill, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm a Christian YouTuber. I'm the guy from the first video, Accepting the Lord in Your Heart. At times I kind of have a different hairstyle, so, it kind of changes. And I know I'm not too well known, so, I kind of just wanted to mention that. But I want to thank everybody for my first video getting 142 views. But today we're going to talk about the prophet Moses. Now, Moses is an interesting character for, several reasons, and I'm going to be making a 3-part series on the entire life of Moses, So this first part is going to be about the beginning of Moses. Now, Moses is, found in a very good situation. Moses is part of a group of people that were from Canaan, and eventually, you can get the backstory, in the story of Joseph. But they are people that are oppressed. They are people that are literally in slavery. They are, just forced to build, the cities of Egypt. Now, it's been kind of discovered now that they didn't really build the pyramids, and the Bible really never said that. It said the cities of Egypt. Now, Moses is saved by, a set of circumstances, where he is set adrift in a basket. Now, you can also read up on that, but I don't like to make my videos too long, so I'm just going to, get to the point real quick. Now, when, Moses' life sort of, goes from, kind of turns around, he's a prince of Egypt, he has everything. And he's just walking around one day, and he sees this man being mistreated. They had, back then they put over the people of Israel, the Hebrew people, they put what's called taskmasters, meaning the taskmaster was put over, the slaves to make sure they were doing their work. If they did not do their work, they would be beaten, They could, do whatever they wanted with a slave. A slave was like not even human to them, it's terrible. So Moses saw this, and Moses, charged at the man, and Moses killed the man, and he hid the fact that he killed the man. He hid him in the sand. He didn't want no one to know. Now, it got found out, and the Pharaoh of Egypt, it's against the law in Egypt back then, in ancient Egypt, to kill an Egyptian. You can kill anyone else, but if you kill an Egyptian, it's a capital punishment. So he fled into the desert. Now, he found a group of people in the desert that were like Bedouin people. And there was a bunch of women. They were kind of getting, messed with by these guys that were trying to muscle in on their father's territory. And he, showed up, and he fought the man off, and he, gave the women some water and stuff like that. And they went back to, their father and said, here's this Egyptian, he, saved us and all that. And the man said, well, go on and offer him to come in to the tent, and everything. And he eventually married a woman named Zipporah that was one of the, little Arab people living in the middle of the desert, one of the little Bedouin people. And Moses is found, eventually coming face to face with the God of his forefathers, the God of Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac. And Moses is reluctant to go to Egypt and to free the people. He does not want to do this. He thinks that he cannot do this because Moses is slow to speech. Moses has a stutter. If you ever known someone in life that kind of stutter or something like that, when they speak. And Moses has this problem, so he uses this as a reason, to, say no to God. But God says, well, I'll teach you what to say, and I'll tell Aaron also what to do, which is his, kind of companion. Later on, you will find out more about Aaron in this series. But Moses is reluctant, but Moses accepts, and Moses goes. So, the story, in this story, the lesson that is in this story is that when God chooses you, you may be reluctant, but always remember, God will teach you what to say. Our Lord Jesus will teach you what to say. But, so I always take that lesson into heart. Now, in order enough to understand the rest of this whole entire, lesson, the Exodus of the story of Moses, you're going to have to watch my other videos. So that's the hook in this whole thing. But, everyone, I'm always praying for, all my subscribers, and I'm always praying for all, the people that I come in contact with. And, I just pray for everyone, pray for, this, nation that I live in the United States. And just, hit the like button, and, hit the little bell. You'll get a notification every time I upload a video. I'm going to try to make, another video next week, next month, somewhere in that time frame. But, yeah. So hopefully it'll, everything will go according to plan. I'm catching up on my Bible studies really good now. So I got a little free time on my hand. And I'll see y'all then.